Speaker, rise to speak to the bill.
The delegate has the floor.
All right, so I would say to the gentleman from Fairfax and anybody who has not reviewed the ceasefire program, it's worth a look. And I say that ironically, some of the very things that the gentleman says that he wants that might even not be the first place people on this side of the aisle would look to are in this program. And the reason it has been attractive to those of us who have looked at it, I know not everyone on the Crime Commission likes it, but the people on the Crime Commission, we brought him, the professor from Massachusetts, I think he teaches at John Jay in New York. And what it does is, let me just be clear what it does. So they've identified that it's entirely based on homicide. This is not about, frankly, it's not about drugs. It's not about all the other issues that we try to address through the criminal justice system. It's through the homicides. And what they found, and I'm just trying to find the stats online as we were looking, but that they could identify at the beginning of a year a tiny population who was likely to, by the end of the year, kill or be killed. And these are young people, mostly men, with beefs. And what they said is that 0.3% of the population of Boston was responsible for 60% of the homicides. And what they did was, and this is, I mean, the people have seen or watched the video or seen the presentations, they bring them in. And some of them are on probation, some of them just are known to law enforcement, and they bring them in. And the chief of police says, this is a chance to try to have a fresh start today. And they often bring in ministers, they bring in family members, they bring in people who had interactions with law enforcement. They bring in grieving mothers, and they say, we, as of today, want to give you a chance to try something new. And if you do, we will help you find. And there's a list of things they help them find. Help you find housing. Help you find counseling if you've got anger management issues or substance abuse issues, if you have family members. And that's door A, and we hope you take it. And the image that they always say is that the police chief walks in with a cup of coffee and hands it to each of the people that he's been running around with for so long. And they say, and if that doesn't work, though, we've got door B, and we're not going to do this sort of accidentally. That's to the probation office. Here's the police. Here's the prosecutor. We even have the feds over in the corner. And we will use all of our ability to take you off the street because we are concerned, legitimately concerned, that by the end of the year, if we don't do that, you will either have killed someone or been killed or both. And we want to break up the violence. And it's an interesting idea. He just came up with an idea. Boston was going through a high murder spike when they tried it. And the evidence was compelling. And I was pulling it up, and I think this is right. Again, I was using the internet. 63% reduction in homicides in Boston. And so they exported it to other places, Stockton, California, Cincinnati. And the results, again, just evidence-based with this very, very focused form of, again, both services and enforcement, saw significant drops in the homicide rate in these other cities. Now, it doesn't fix all of the world's problems. Again, they are laser-focused on murders, but that's what we're having trouble with right now. And so I would ask the body, I understand it may not have been someone's, it certainly wasn't our idea. I mean, this comes from Boston, from a professor up there, but would suggest that we are having a murder problem right now, and this is one legitimate, real reason, real way to try to address it. Hope you'll support the bill. Thank you.